Hey guys, what's up? I hope you are having a studious lifestyle. Okay, today I just wanted to share a wisdom type of our life moral story with you people from one of my book. But this time I was, to be honest, slightly confused because I was having so many great books and so many great options. So first I was, reading. I was, about to share a story from this book, Who Will Cry When You Die. It is written by Robin Sharma. He is a very fantastic author. He is very famous about it, about writing a brilliant book about life wisdom. And who will cry and when you die, it is extremely like you say when you came in this world you were crying and the people were enjoying. Live your life in a style in a way that when you leave this world you will be enjoy. People will be you will be so profoundly affected. I love there are the story about there's a saying the things we don't really mean, don't take your word easy. I love this chapter a lot. There are brilliant chapter, and the most beneficial part of reading his book is you will never be bored. You will love reading them because there are units are so concise, not lengthy. You will read them, you will keep reading them. There is a saying, seeing things we don't really mean becomes a habit when we practice it long enough. The real problem is that when we don't keep your word, when we don't keep our words, we say to someone, when we don't keep our word, we lose the credibility. We lose the credibility by when we lose the credibility. When you lose the credibility, you break the bonds of trust. When you lose the credibility, you break the bonds of trust. By breaking the bond of trust will ultimately lead to a string of broken relationships. It's really fantastic, and there are many other in the category you can see that I've highlighted them. There are many who discover your calling every day, be kind to a stranger, maintain your perspective, practice tough love. It is also brilliant. When you will be tough with yourself, you will be hard with yourself, the life will be easier on you. When you want to be in your comfort zone, when you're not ready to leave your comfort zone, when you're not try to do something special, so life will be tough on you. So life is a problem, teaching. So there is a schedule your worry, talk to yourself. There are brilliant. I will highly recommend this book. You are gonna love them. And I read it, few times. Still, I want to read it again. And he's a brilliant writer. Even he wrote other book that the monk who sold his Ferrari is very famous, sold millions of copies around the world. Even it was a fiction story, but there was a person who was a very famously lawyer, very famous lawyer, and was graduated from Harvard in law. He has everything in life, a fantastic Ferrari, a mansion, but suddenly life changed. So he wanted to become a monk. So how the journey of all the things, how he became a monk, how he sold his Ferrari, his mansion, and went to India and to discover his calling and in the Savannah sages. You are going to love that book also. And the Greatness Guide, it is also extremely Greatness Guide. It's all about leadership. It's not mean you're going to be a leader or politician. It's mean a person who can be without title. We are not having you're not going to be a CEO or something like that. You can be a leader in your life by your action, by your struggling, by your tough decision, by not being by being disciplined to yourself, by learning, by doing lots of things. Leader without title. It has 2 books. It also sold millions of copies around the world. I love reading them. The Greatness Guide. It is an extremely fantastic book. There are 2 books. The Greatness Guide 1 and The Greatness Guide 2. I highly recommend them, guys. Please read them. You are gonna love them. And this one by Robin Sharma, oh my gosh, it is a gem. 5 a.m. But 5 a.m. on your morning elevates your life. On your morning elevate your. It is also a fictional type of a story, but you are going to learn. You are gonna love it. You will feel so intrigued, so connected with it because it's sheer life lesson, moral story, and wisdom. It is a story. There are the story starts. There is a depressed, entrepreneur. There is a depressed entrepreneur and a frustrated heart who wanted to rejuvenate it, and they wanted to do something. And a millionaire, and they meet in a ceremony. There was a ceremony, life learning lesson, and the millionaire wanted to share his knowledge to other people. And when he meets the depressed, those guys, depressed, entrepreneur and artist. So he started, even he disguised as a poor man. The millionaire disguised as a poor man, except he was wearing an expensive watch, and he started talking in a brilliant way, in a brilliant idea. So those 2 men become so curious that what type of person, the mysterious man, how he is sharing so many wisdom, and if they wanted to learn, and he said, if you want to learn them, so the story carry on. I will not go furthermore. The story carry on how they go there, the Morocco in his mansion where he shared all the wisdom, all the knowledge. When you read this book, you will get lots of knowledge, lots of information how to they create a fantastic lifestyle by being them. And there is another book also, okay, The Mastery Involved. It is also a great book, like a greatness guide. You are going to read it, you are going to learn lots of knowledge here. But I have chosen this one, the story for you people, Polo Polo, okay, like the flowing river, which I've shared in this kind of story, okay. This time I'm going to share a story of a pencil. A boy was looking his grandmother writing a letter. At one point he asked, "Are you writing a story about what we have done? Is it a story about me?" His grandmother stopped writing her letter and said to his grandson, "Yeah, I'm writing about you, but the more important than the words actually is the pencil I am using." Intrigued, the boy, become fascinated and look at the pencil. But it didn't seem very special pencil. It's like an ordinary pencil I've ever seen. That depends how you look at the things. I want you, when you grow up, be like this pencil. It has 5 qualities. First quality, that you are capable of doing great things, but you must not never forget there is a hand guiding your step, and we call that hand God, and He guides us according to His will. And second quality, now and then I have to use a sharpener, which will make the pencil to suffer a lot, suffer a bit, but after a while it will be much sharper, much more cleaner, much more faster. You have to understand and bear certain pain and sorrow in your life, miserable situation, tough time, obstacle will make you better person, after a while when you face them, when you overcome from them, you will be a better person. Third quality, it always allows us to use an eraser to rub out any mistakes which we have did. Is not necessarily a bad thing. It means that we are human beings, we can make mistakes. Correcting something is not a big deal, which will keep us, which will make us on the road of justice. Fourth quality, what really matters is not the wooden strap of the pencil, but the graphite of inside of it. So always pay attention what's happening inside of you, So you have to implement those things, what's happening, what is you are feeling inside. Fifth quality, it always leaves a mark. So you should know in your life, whatever you do, everything you do will leave a marks. So try to be conscious about your every action you are going to do it, like wise people say, what you sow, so shall you reap. Whatever we did in our past, we are reaping, we are harvesting those things in our future, at the present moment, like I will be ready. So I will not stretch it. See you next time. I hope you enjoyed this moral story. Take care of yourself.